Hey Stupid is the 19th studio album by heavy metal singer Alice Cooper. It was released on July 2, 1991 with guest appearances from Slash, Ozzy Osbourne, Vinnie Moore, Joe Satriani, Steve Vai, Nikki Sixx and Mick Mars. Tommy is the fourth studio album by the English rock band The Who, a double album first released in May 1969. The album was mostly composed by guitarist Pete Townshend as a rock opera that tells the story about a deaf, dumb and blind boy, including his experiences with life and the relationship with his family. Girls, Girls, Girls is the fourth studio album by the American heavy metal band MCR, released on May 15, 1987. The album contains a more blues riff style than their previous albums. The record contains the hits Wild Side and Girls, Girls, Girls. Landing on Water is the 15th studio album by Canadian musician Neil Young, released on July 28, 1986. Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band is the 8th studio album by the English rock band The Beatles. Released on June 1, 1967, it was an immediate commercial and critical success, spending 27 weeks at the top of the album's chart in the United Kingdom and 15 weeks at number 1 in the United States. Bowl of the Woods was the 13th Floor Elevators' last album on which they worked as a group, and despite the near absence of both Roky Erickson and Tommy Hall, it is noted for its moody, dreamy, and fuzzed-out psychedelic sound. Zombie Birdhouse is the 7th solo studio album by American rock singer Iggy Pop. It was released in September 1982 by record label Animal. Fly on the Wall is an album by Australian hard rock band AC/DC. It was the band's 9th internationally released studio album and the 10th to be released in Australia. Originally released on June 28, 1985, it was AC/DC's and also the band's first album since the original Australian version of High Voltage, not to include drummer Phil Rudd, who was replaced by Simon Wright. It was the second and last album to be produced by band members, but in contrast to their previous album, Flick of the Switch, which was produced by the band as a whole, Fly on the Wall was produced only by guitarists Angus and Malcolm Young, who hoped to capture the rawness and simplicity of their early works in a time when pop-oriented glam metal became popular. Prick is the 6th album by the Melvins, which was released in 1994 through Amphetamine Reptile Records. Because at the time the Melvins already had a contract with Atlantic, Prick was released with the band name in mirror writing. Never Say Die is the 8th studio album by English rock band Black Sabbath, released in September 1978. It was the final Black Sabbath studio album to feature vocalist Ozzy Osbourne prior to his departure from the band in 1979, and the last full studio album to feature the band's original lineup.
We'll be right back.